AM 1060 KDUS Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix.
This program is paid for by the JV Sports LLC.
You're listening to the JV Sports Show. Talking JUCO, NAIA, D2, D3, and community college sports. And now, here's your hosts, James Poovey and Vince DeLisio.
Good morning, Arizona. Welcome home. Welcome inside both our homes. Good morning. The JV Sports Show comes to you live here on AM 1060 KUS in Phoenix. James Poovey.
Okay.
James Poovey alongside my co-host Vince DeLisio. How we sounding there now, Vince?
Well, it's weird because I'm not hearing you through my headset. I mean, this has been a total experiment here. I don't know. Yeah, James, you need to turn up a little bit, but hopefully all the folks at home can hear us. I'm hoping. Yeah, James, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, sir.
Okay, I'm not hearing you through my headset, but I'm hearing you through my computer on the Zoom. We got a Zoom conference going here. So anyway, while Mitch kind of figures that out with James, let's and as well as myself here, let's bring on our first caller. So I don't know, James, if you've seen this. I think I sent you the link to this, but there is something that's gone viral. Not just the coronavirus, but there's there's an opera singer who just happens to be a former ASU quarterback. And this was back from my era a few years back. Gus Farwell. Gus, are you there?
I am indeed, Vince. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. What is going on? I saw this link on Twitter. I clicked on it, and it's you singing to people every night. Opera.
Yeah. So we live here in Barcelona. And we've now been on lockdown for, I think we are on day 15 today.
Wow.
With another 2 weeks to go, and a report just came out that we could have another 2 weeks after that. So we're talking good 6 weeks of lockdown. But really how the whole thing started was...
Mitch, how's that?
So... all of Spain comes out. Don't ask me how they organized it to start it. They're incredible this way that they get things organized. But so at 8 p.m. every night, everyone comes out on their balconies and applauds all of the medical workers. It started to kind of take off around the world. You may have seen this. Like I think in London they did it for the first time, like either last night or the night before. And it's really an emotional thing. It's pretty cool. Everybody coming out and showing support for all those amazing people that are out there on the front lines, doing the things that really nobody wants to do. And so the first night, it was really emotional, and I kind of got caught up in the moment and just kind of sang out a couple big high notes from the end of Nessun Dorma, which is the last words is Vincero, Vincero, and it means, it's Italian, and that translates to "I will win, I will win."
Yeah.
And people cheered and kind of liked it. So I, was talking with my wife, and I said, well, maybe I'll sing a whole song the next night.
Now, Gus, you coming out of high school, you were a pretty good quarterback. You grew up in Los Gatos, California, up in Santa Clara County, up in Northern California, and you came to Arizona State. And I mean, you played behind some pretty good guys. But when did this? And I remember you used to sing back then, and we thought it was funny. I mean, we thought it was a joke. But you actually, this has become your life.
Yeah, no, believe me, it remained a gimmick and kind of a party gimmick for a while.
Yeah.
And the guys used to stop and Plummer and I used to joke around and do like scenes from Ace Ventura. And anywhere there was a sliding glass door, they would make me do that ridiculous scene of like the opening and closing the sliding glass door. and they make me do the entire scene, and I think they stopped the party cold, you know,
Yeah.
so that's went on for a while, you know. I was always invited to birthday parties because everybody wanted me to sing them happy birthday and you know, and whatnot, and then that went on until years later when I met my wife in Europe and here in Spain. Then it was really when she heard me sing and she gave me the encouragement saying, you know, I kind of sang some opera for her, and she was like, well, hold on, what the heck is that? And I said, I don't know. You know, I'm too dumb to know any better. And she's like, okay, that's not just a gimmick. That's something real.
No, absolutely
you need to
not.
do something this.
and so you're out there, you're in Barcelona, you're obviously, unfortunately, quarantined, kind of like the rest of us are, and but you get out on your balcony every single night. I see all the masses applauding you, and I mean, what we have, if you have a minute and you can sing something for us, Gus, and then we're definitely gonna come back we're gonna set up a Zoom call because I know it's an 8-hour time difference, and when you're getting ready to sing on the balcony some other night, we'll broadcast that Zoom video with your permission, obviously, but we'd love to get something from you right now if you've got about a minute that you can give us a sample.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see here.
I know we're putting him on the spot. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's no warm-up, Vince.
No.
Now you got to translate and tell me what he's saying.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Gus, that was beautiful. Man, that is amazing. You brought me, I'm sitting here in tears. And, you know, and I watched that. And I told my daughter, who's 14, my daughter Sophie, who's like, you really know that guy? And I say, yes, I know that guy. And she's like, wow, you got to get him on the show. She still doesn't believe me. I said, his name's Gus. You know, you wouldn't think.
Yes.
You wouldn't think. But this guy's,
When's her birthday? I'll send you a video.
Oh, my God.
I'll get you some points.
Oh, man, it will. It was January 22nd. I actually have twins, Sophie and Matthew, and they turned 14 in January. But that was amazing, Gus. And we will bring you back. We have to bring you back. We've got to do, James, again, when he's going live, again, it would be about noon our time. We got to set up a Zoom call, and we got to get him on video doing this and watching the reaction of these people.
It's got to be from a balcony, and so we can kind of see the whole scene there. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. Gus, thank you so much.
We'll work on the logistics of that. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it.
Save your voice, and we're going to circle back with you real soon. And you're doing such an amazing thing for so many people out there. It is amazing, and thanks for joining us. And all you Sun Devils, this is, in fact, I think, Gus, you're the guy that does that Let's Go Sun Devils, Devils, aren't you? What they play during games?
Go Devils. Yeah, the Go Devils Go. That's me.
Oh, you got to give us that. You got to give it to us.
Oh, no.
100%. Go Devils Go!
Oh, man. Former Sun Devil quarterback Gus Farwell. Gus, thank you so much. We'll circle back with you. And anyway, James, we got to move on. Let's bring Tony on. There's this thing called AllBall. AllBall. Did you look into it? I kind of saw a little bit of it. It reminds me of Tony. You there?
Yes.
Tony,
how you doing, guys?
It reminds me of that movie Dodgeball. Tell us a little bit about AllBall. What the heck is this thing?
Well, you know, it's funny. My kids have they tell me it's like basketball. I guess that movie. I don't know. I've never seen it, but well, you know, for lack of a better breakdown of it, I don't like to use the term combination, but it is it uses elements of soccer, handball, basketball, and football, and basically you can do a ton of different things in the game. You can dribble with your hands, you can dribble with your feet. We have a goal underneath the baskets, so you not only can shoot baskets, but you can also throw in the goal, kick in the goal. From a certain point on the court, you can throw touchdown passes. And the way the scoring works, which is extremely unique, is you can score anywhere from 2 to 10 points per shot, depending on how far away you are. So the further back you are, the more points you can score.
So this is something that people can kind of get into, especially right now with everything that's going on around the world.
Oh, yeah. No, we're looking at this. It's funny. All of a sudden, we're starting to get some media play, on social media with it. But we're looking at this as like this might be the best thing for us because there's no sports going on. So, if we can get some stuff out there now to do a little promoting, it would be fantastic for us.
Where do you guys play your games?
Right now, we've been playing. We played in Tempe a couple times. We had a couple leagues there. We also had a couple up in Scottsdale that we ran some leagues up to. So in the area, we're local right now. Sure.
Amazing. And I mean, age groups, skill levels. How does all that work?
Well, right now we're throwing it out to the masses. So we're doing kind of anything at this point. We've done, and up until this virus hit and everything got shut down, we were doing a lot of schools, anywhere, elementary schools through middle school through high school, and just going in and, the PE teachers would let us run their classes and, we'd spend the day and teach the kids. So we've done that. We've had
Tony, I'm going to interrupt you real quick. Will you stick around for a little bit of the next segment and kind of finish, and we'll talk a little bit about how people can get involved and look into this more. Just stick around after the commercial break. And, hey, we'll be right back, folks, after this commercial break. You're joining us here from home on the JV Sports Show. Don't go away.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with newly named OUAZ women's basketball coach Stephen Moss. Right back
after
on the JV
Tony.
Sports Show.
HD Radio is here for KDUS AM 1060. Check out your favorite shows and games on 100.7 KSLX HD2.
This is Ryan Felger, head coach of the Gila River Hawks, and you're listening to the JV Sports Show.
James here to tell you about TBA, Training Better Athletes. Founded by renowned offensive line coach Ron Sowers, their philosophy is based upon training and building well-rounded athletes and young men. They are the go-to training program for talented offensive and defensive linemen seeking to excel in middle and high school programs and preparing to excel at the next level. Coach Sowers continues to prepare student athletes for their collegiate careers at schools such as Notre Dame, Arizona State, and Oregon State, just to name a few. Contact TBA today at 602-435-9064 or visit their website at trainingbetterAthletes.com. You can't cheat the grind. Buffalo Wild Wings in Surprise is an official sponsor of the JV Sports Show and home to the Coach Mike Nesbitt Show. They're located on the northeast corner of Bell and Litchfield in Surprise. Come by on Tuesdays for buy one, get one free boneless wings. Thursdays feature 70-cent boneless wings. And enjoy happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. and again from 9 p.m. to midnight. Buffalo Wild Wings in Surprise. Tell them you're a fan of the JV Sports Show.
Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. Angel Dentistry is where my wife and I have gone for the past 10 years and can't think of going anywhere else. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and practiced in the Valley nearly 20 years. Dr. Angel and her staff strive to provide excellent customer service from the moment you call the office to the time you leave with a smile. From general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008 and ask about the JV Sports Special, a free to-go whitened tray. With or without insurance, she will work with you. Off Cave Creek Road, north of the 101 in Phoenix, Angel Dentistry, trusted partner of the JV Sports Show.
Ready to bring KDUS AM 1060 into your home with Alexa?
Hi, I'm Alexa.
Download the KDUS AM 1060 skill and enable. Then say, Alexa, open KDUS AM 1060.
This is where I start my day.
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. Love the music this morning, Vince. A little Motley Crue, 1981 on that one there from the Too Fast for Love album. Good stuff all the way through.
There you go. Yes. Get some good old-fashioned heavy metal. So joining us again on the line is Tony from AllBall. So, Tony, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Awesome. Okay, so again, we were talking about how people can get involved in AllBall. I mean, obviously, right now things being the way they are, but it makes it a little hard to get involved with anything. But once all that resumes, where do people start? How do they find out more?
Sure. Well, right now we were looking to do, and I don't know what's going to happen, with everything this summer, but we had some youth camps that we were working with some towns to put together. I don't know if those are happening, but you can check our website, which is allballnation.com. We're also on Instagram at allball.nation and Twitter at allballnation. So anything that we're doing, you can check on there to see updates.
Yeah.
A big project right now that we're working on, hopefully for the fall, if everything goes.
James, we should do. We should broadcast some AllBall games. Wouldn't that be fun?
Let's call them. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Like the Ocho. We could have our own version of the Ocho. We do have
on opposite sides of the court, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. But anyway, so what we're trying to do, we're working on a project right now for the fall, is to set up, for lack of a better word, minor league AllBall. So there'll be, payments or pay salaries for the guys, and trying to get some teams together. And we're going to start locally, do a Phoenix League. That's the goal. And then
salaries for broadcasters too, James.
I like it.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm liking it. Hey, Tony, tell everyone where they can get involved, how they can find out more about AllBall.
Yeah, the website
what
again.
What is your website? Yeah.
Yeah, so the website is allballnation.com. And our Instagram, we do a lot of stuff on Instagram. Right now we're working on the AllBall Challenge, which is a little bit of a comedy spin on a bunch of the challenges that are going out on social media, so you guys could check that out. But our Instagram is allball.nation, and our Twitter is allballnation.
Awesome.
Outstanding.
Tony from AllBall, thank you so much, and we'll be in touch.
Thanks, Vince. I appreciate you guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Ottawa University, Arizona women's basketball coach, newly named. He had the interim tag all season.
It's official, Vince.
Season. Yeah. Coach Stephen Moss. Coach Moss.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good. Congratulations.
Hey, we're doing good, Coach. How are you?
Good. Hanging in there. Thanks for that. Yeah, really excited. You know what I mean? Just came out last week, and still recruiting, and just exciting. So just keeping it going.
Well, honestly, like you said, it's just keeping it going. It's business as usual for you. You've been in that interim role for quite a number of months now for the OUAZ Spirit, and you've just been looking forward, no looking back, straight ahead, and getting these ladies ready for whenever you guys are able to get together again.
Yeah, it's true. We've already signed 13 kids for next year because we lost so many kids with injuries and different things, and some kids taking a different direction. So we've already signed 13 kids for next year. 11 of them are freshmen. So I won't have any hair. I won't have any hair next year with just freshmen. But but no, it'll be fun. A lot of majority of them from Arizona, which is great. I love recruiting Arizona kids, and it's going to be fun.
Coach, you remember our beat writer for OUAZ, Mitch Hughes. He was out at some of the games this season, covered you guys, did a really good job for his blog. He had a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
So Natasha Radovic was the first player to win the Rookie Female Player of the Year for OUAZ. Do you think you'll have her until a senior, and who do you think is going to be the number 2 next year?
Yeah, for sure. I just talked to Natasha yesterday. She's doing great. With everything going on, it's always concerning with kids going back home to Europe. So she actually had to go through a couple countries, and then she did a quarantine for a couple of days. So it was kind of hairy there, but she made it back. And she'll definitely be back next year for sure. And with her winning, NAI All-American and NCCAA All-American and Player of the Year for the Western region. So she did awesome. Next year, who knows? We have so many weapons coming back. Mickey Freeman averaged over 20 points and 10 rebounds the last 5 games of the season. We get her back. Taylor Davis, who averaged 14 and 10 last year and before she got ineligible, she's back. Kirsten Shinsky's back at 15 points a game. So, with 4 or 5 people averaging double figures coming back, and then with Natasha and then some of these freshmen that are 6'3", 6'2", 6-foot shooting guards, so there's no telling who's going to step up next year.
Coach, you got a lot of ladies on your ball club that can fill it up, but they can also play defense as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I recruit. I like people that are long and can play 3 or 4 different positions and guard 3 or 4 different positions, where you can switch out. And it really causes havoc on the defensive end. And, for a while there, we were number 2 in the NAI in rebound. And I think we finished number 4 in the nation. So, defense is key in getting that rebound. So that's what we kind of recruit for.
Coach, we're expecting a conference championship next year and a national championship soon after. What are some of the impact, some of the girls that you got coming in brand new that you're expecting to make an immediate impact? Throw us out some names.
No pressure, Coach.
Sure. Well, we have Michaela Holt-Halls from Ironwood Ridge, Tucson area. She's 6'2", and literally can do everything. Kind of what I was talking before: shoot threes, bring the ball up, go to the basket. She's going to be spectacular. You guys are going to love her. Jayla Jones out of Wyoming. She's 6'3", and she can play the guard, forward, and the center. Shoots threes, drives to the basket, posts up, brings the ball up. She's going to be fantastic as well. Valerie Van Diesch from the Netherlands. She's 6 foot. She's actually going to she was going to the U19 national team trials for the Netherlands before all this stuff happened. And she's 6 foot and a rebounding machine and can run the floor, and she'll probably be our most athletic player on the team. And that says a lot with all the talent we have.
Coach, give everybody your Twitter handle really quick so they can see. I know you've been putting some videos up lately of some of these athletes that are going to be coming in.
Yeah, AZ Coach Moss. You can find me there on Twitter, AZ Coach Moss, and you kind of see everybody who's there. I was going to say Izzy Ortwine is the last kid. I think this kid might, is a candidate for maybe Player of the Year one day. She's 6 foot and a 2 guard, and a real 6 foot. 6 foot leaning towards 6'1", and she just plays a straight 2 guard. So we got a lot of kids away from some of these Division IIs, and they have some Division I looks. But I think what we're doing in Ottawa and where our program is heading, I think they liked, and so I got lucky, guys. Really did.
Coach, you have in your Twitter handle, what is it again?
AZ Coach Moss. AZ Coach Moss.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've developed now, having grown up here in the Valley. You were a Brophy Prep graduate. You coached out at Xavier. You developed a nice little pipeline, particularly with some of these international players coming through Bella Vista Prep here up in the North Valley. What are some of the other areas of town where you've developed a pretty good spreading the word on OUAZ women's basketball and with some of these coaches out there?
Well, I think we really Central Phoenix has been great. As you guys know, in Scottsdale area, but then we've kind of got up to Tucson.
Some JUCO players too.
Some JUCO players too. We got a kid from Tanana Odom, 2 kids.
Yep.
So that's kind of it's really out there in Arizona. We got 2 of those kids coming in from junior college and Tucson area. Like we got another kid from Ironwood Ridge, Leah Anderson, 5'10", point guard, shooting guard. Actually Michaela's teammate. So kind of expanding out a little bit, but guys, I'm probably going to stay within the Arizona border. And that's just because, like you said, I'm from here. I know there's plenty of talented girls out here and young ladies that can play and chase that national championship like you were talking about.
Coach, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Good luck. Good luck with continued recruiting here, and hopefully you get that momentum going. Oh, one quick question. Assistants. So did you get that situation settled with assistants on staff, some permanence there?
Yeah, kind of. It's always a difficult situation trying to figure out what you're doing for next year. And I got some helpers on and people that just want to be involved in the program. So I got a couple volunteer guys, Mike Dominguez, who's really involved in the scene of girls basketball. He's going to be my assistant. He's going to help out. Then I got a 2-time NAI All-American, Vanessa Murphy from Vanguard, which I coached at Xavier Prep. Is going to be my graduate assistant. So adding those 2 is going to be great, along with Coach Fox, and still looking for some more help. Just based on what kind of things we could do with the program. But a lot of people want to be involved, which is awesome. So I'm always talking to people, and my thing is this: if you're a basketball person and you can help us, then let's talk. You know what I mean? Because I think the more, the better basketball minds to help these girls get that championship, that GSAC title, the national championship. I'm all for it. So, yeah, we're definitely still looking and still pushing forward.
Coach, we're already printing the T-shirts over here. Good luck this upcoming season. We appreciate everything that you've done for the OUAZ Spirit, and we look forward to seeing what you do with them in the future.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Love talking to you guys, and thanks for letting me talk about the program. Appreciate you guys.
Well, thank you for coming on with us, Coach. We really appreciate it. And Vince, I want to take a special moment here and wish you, my friend, a happy anniversary. It's funny how things come full circle. 5 days ago was our 1-year anniversary of doing this.
Wow.
From right here where it started, at the house.
Exactly. We started as a podcast, and we did that for, 3-4 months before we hit the airwaves and hit the big time, and now we're back doing the podcast.
And now we're back home again.
We're still on the air.
But I'm not in the pantry anymore, see?
Yeah,
Coach Felker will appreciate that.
Exactly. I like your backdrop there. It looks so professional. My backdrop.
I want to know who's boxing in that picture behind you there. That's what I've been wondering all show so far.
So local artist that lives here in the community. He's from the Netherlands. He and his wife, they're part-time residents here in Carefree, and we try to buy local as much as we can. So we found a big 4x6 painting. Yeah, it's an abstract. It's amazing, and I've also got some other things here. So I didn't know how.
Yeah, you mentioned the chips. I like it.
Some chips, some Doritos here. I got my little Nutella here and my spoon, so I'm good.
Those are critical survival supplies, my friend, right there.
Cocoa
Pebbles, you're ready.
So we're good, and then I got my coffee. So
you're ready for a day at the oldest house in Carefree.
Oldest house in Carefree, and we are halfway through our program. Who are we bringing back with us here, James?
When we come back after the break, we're going to talk with Miss Kelsey Dickerson. She's with the Arizona Humane Society, and we're going to talk about how our pets are doing through this whole thing. They're getting affected more than people realize, and we'll talk with her when we come back here after the break. So stay tuned here on the JV Sports Show, AM 1060. James Poovey, Vince DeLisio. We are at home, but we're coming to you. We hope you're enjoying the show, and we'll be right back here after the break.
Go, JV.
Need social information about KDUS AM 1060? Try KDUS1060.com, at KDUS AM 1060 on Twitter, and Facebook.com/KDUS AM 1060.
This is Sun Devil Hall of Famer Juan Roque. You are listening to the JV Sports Show. Forks up.
Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company 2 years ago with their customers' clothing styles in mind. They designed for you. Their goal is to clothe the world. It's high-end clothing at affordable prices. Check out and follow this cool streetwear clothing company on Twitter at Stessa Movement and Instagram at Stessa Co. I wear Stessa gear in our broadcasts. It looks and feels great. Sponsoring the Stessa JV Sports Show Player of the Week Award and proud partners of the JV Sports Show. Stessa Movement Company. Stessa spelled S-T-E-S-A for style. Sal's is synonymous with the best New York-style pizza hands down in the East Valley. My favorites are the lasagna pizza and grandma pizza topped with meatballs and olives. With family dinner specials every day of the year and lunch specials till 3, you can't go wrong with anything that Sal and his friendly staff serves you. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, located on the southwest corner of Gilbert Road and Warner in Gilbert. Open from 10:30 till 9 Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Closed Monday. GilbertPizzaAZ.com. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, proud partner of the JV Sports Show. Hey guys, Vince here to talk to you about a good friend of mine named Bob Jenkins. Bob is a Marine Corps veteran. Bob and his younger brother DJ own Vets Built Contracting. You've seen their trucks around Metro Phoenix, I'm sure. For 5 years, they've been hiring and putting veterans to work. Vets Built is licensed, bonded, and insured, both residential and commercial, specializing in renovations, remodeling, new build, casitas, safe rooms, or small commercial TI work. If you're a skilled veteran looking for work, a homeowner in need of work, or a commercial business needing TI work, please call Bob or DJ at Vets Built at 480-584-3675.
James here to tell you about TBA, Training Better Athletes. Founded by renowned offensive line coach Ron Sowers, their philosophy is based upon training and building well-rounded athletes and young men. They are the go-to training program for talented offensive and defensive linemen seeking to excel in middle and high school programs and preparing to excel at the next level. Coach Sowers continues to prepare student athletes for their collegiate careers at schools such as Notre Dame, Arizona State, and Oregon State, just to name a few. Contact TBA today at 602-435-9064 or visit their website at trainingbetterAthletes.com. You can't cheat the grind.
Your caddy, Ray Adams, takes you beyond the 18th hole on Saturday mornings with Great American Golf from 6 to 7 a.m. on KDUS AM 1060.
Truth be told, Vince, that's the first album I ever bought, and I bought it all in pennies at Musicland, Richardson Square Mall.
Oh, my God. That is the first Motley Crue song I ever heard.
Really? That's a good first intro right there.
I think I heard
83.
I was in 83. I was in 7th grade. I know you're a couple years younger than me, but I remember Creighton Middle School. Anyway, for all you Creighton Middle School Panthers out there. So, all right. Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. So we are here. James, being cooped up in your house is not fun, but when you can do it with somebody that you really care about, it's that's great. And right now I'm joined by somebody that I really care about. I know nobody at home can see this, James, but this is my co-pilot today. This is Snoopy Delicio. Snoopy is a little mini pin Chihuahua mix that we picked up from the Humane Society. Oh gosh, it's been 6 years. She's 7 now, but Snoopy is sitting here next to me. Snoopy. Yeah, there she is. So she doesn't want to be bothered.
The perfect co-host doesn't say a word, right?
No, exactly. She's great. Anyway, she's our alarm, our home alarm too. So anyway, who's on the line with us, James?
Well, we're joined right now by Miss Kelsey Dickerson from the Arizona Humane Society. Kelsey, how are you doing today?
Hi, good morning. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm doing good, and I'm really glad to hear that Snoopy is doing good too.
Yes,
Snoopy is cool. Awesome. You'll have to check out the show after the fact, and you can see it on the Zoom there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you got for us?
Days, Kelsey? Yeah. Talk to us about how this whole thing is affecting your operations there at the Humane Society. Obviously, you guys are having to probably audible a little bit and do some things kind of thinking outside the box.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, audible is a perfect way to describe it. We've had to really shift around our processes just to make sure that the community is safe as well as our pets and our employees. So one of the major things that we've had to kind of put on hiatus right now is adoption. So we've switched to a foster-only model right now. So for any of our pets that would normally be available for adoption, we're actually putting them in foster hero homes in the meantime until we're able to open up adoption. We're still continuing to do all of our life-saving processes and procedures. So, we still have our field and rescue team out there on the streets every single day rescuing sick, injured, and abused pets. We still have our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital open as well as our ICUs. And we've even switched our trauma hospital to include 4 days a week that they're operating for 24 hours. So we are continuing to save the lives of the most vulnerable pets out there. But yeah, one of the first things that goes during uncertain times like this is charitable giving. So we've kind of seen a decrease in some of our donations that are coming in. And as a nonprofit, you can imagine, we are only able to operate because of donations. So, I encourage anyone out there, if you have a few bucks, we can definitely use it. We care for almost 18,000 sick, injured, and abused pets each and every year. But if not, you mentioned having a good little quarantine buddy or self-isolation buddy. We do need foster heroes. So it's super easy to be able to do that. And there's just so many ways that you can still support your nonprofits and support the Arizona Humane Society right now.
Now, Kelsey, I first ran into you back when I first started working with the Arizona Prep Spotlight a few years back, and then you started to transition to working with the Humane Society. How did that come about? Obviously, you have a huge passion for animals.
Yeah, it was just kind of something. So I used to actually do public relations for the Phoenix Suns and Mercury, and then when I left there, I was doing some freelance work, which is where I was able to kind of meet you at Prep Spotlight, which was just absolutely amazing. And then one of my old coworkers actually started working for the Arizona Humane Society as a videographer. The host of Pets on Parade before, Ashley Goebel, she got a bump up and a promotion, and she went over to our volunteer engagement team, and it opened up that position. I applied for it, and I was able to go there. But you're so right. I remember watching Pets on Parade as a kid, watching Marge Wright telling everybody to spay and neuter their pets at home, which is just so important, has been such a big factor in reducing the homeless pet population here in Maricopa County alone. So, it's just been such a great ride. But being able to see these pets and be able to see the success factors that we're able to have because of the community support and because of great partners like you guys, it's just absolutely amazing. These pets truly have nowhere else to go. So it's just amazing to see all the support that we're able to get to be able to get these pets, from not doing so hot to into their forever homes.
Kelsey, have you seen over the last few weeks with this pandemic? Have you seen kind of an influx of pets being abandoned, more so than in recent history?
So we're not quite seeing it, because we do care for the sick, injured, and abused. We see a lot of abandonment every single day, whether it's people leaving their pets at home or whether they're leaving them on the streets, but we can tell that they were owned. So we're not really seeing more of that, but in a change in our processes, we are having to try to be able to stagger off our healthy owner surrenders. But anyone out there that's listening, if you are struggling, we have a pet resource center that is open 365 days a year. You can just give us a call, and they'll be able to work with you to give you resources, whether it's being able to find a pet food pantry so you can get free pet food for a month, or maybe you need access to low-cost veterinary care. We'll either be able to get you into our public clinics or somewhere else. You name it, we have a solution for it. And if at the end of the day, the best solution for your pet is to surrender them to the Arizona Humane Society, we're going to work with you to be able to do that. Right now, unless it's an emergency situation, we're going to have to put that on hold a little bit, but we will work with you to be able to make sure that your pet and your family is as healthy and happy as possible in the meantime.
Now, Kelsey, from the veterinary side of things, obviously some I would say routine procedures are probably being put on hold right now due to the coronavirus, and they're only taking emergency type situations at most of the veterinary clinics in Arizona. Is that correct?
Yeah, so they've kind of adopted a similar model to what our regular practitioners are doing for people, where elective surgeries are being put on hold to be able to try to save as many supplies as possible for life-saving surgeries. So that is exactly what's going on. So right now we've put a hold on our spay and neuter in our shelter as well as in our public clinics and a few other elective surgeries as well. But if anyone is needing that, we are still offering vouchers for them. And then once we do open up our adoptions model, if that is still in place and you adopt a pet that is not spayed or neutered, which usually we do have a 100% spay-neuter guarantee, we will give you a voucher. So at a future date, you can bring them back to us and we will spay or neuter them absolutely for free. But you are so right. So our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital right now and all of our vets and vet techs right now, they are focusing on those life-saving surgeries because we do care for the sick and injured. We have to make those priority because right now things are just so uncertain, and we want to make sure to keep our staff as safe as we are keeping our pets as well.
Well, and there is such a need for folks to step forward and really help and adopt these animals. And everybody wants a puppy, but I found so much joy personally with myself and my family by adopting adult dogs, and in particular older dogs. Our last dog, we adopted her. She was 10, and she was with us for a couple of years and brought us so much joy. And it was hard when she left us, but there are so many adult dogs out there, and the Humane Society makes it so easy to adopt those dogs too.
Yeah, once we do open our adoptions back up, we really have the whole package with our dogs, our cats, and our critters. They come vaccinated. They come with a microchip, usually spayed or neutered. They also come usually with 30 days pet insurance. We do try to make it as easy as possible, and you really hit the nail right on the head. There is nothing like the love of a furry friend. And, we just always recommend people just being open to all pets. They all have their own individual personalities. So even though you might have that puppy, I personally am fostering a puppy right now, and it is a lot of work. So if you adopt an older dog or cat, you already know their personality. They already have all of the tricks in their bag. They're potty trained, and, they're more likely going to be a little bit more relaxed for you, especially if they're senior pets. So if you don't want such an energetic kind of pet, then you're going to be able to go that route. But yeah, it's so amazing. There's so many absolutely beautiful pets who are looking for their forever homes all of the time, every single day. And, we are approaching the summer months where it's going to be kitten season, where we're going to be rescuing even more animals because of the heat outside. So that is really coming up, and is why we need the support now during these really uncertain times more than ever, because we just don't know what is going to happen in the future, but we're trying to prepare as much as possible, just like everyone else out there.
And Kelsey, are you still able to go in and do your show on 3 TVs on the weekends and get those pets out there with the coronavirus and everything going on?
No, yeah. So all of our in-kind media segments are also kind of on the road right now. So I've just been sending information to 3TV and ABC. And then actually today, if you go to our Facebook page at 12:30, we're going to show you a Pets on Parade on the Road edition, where you're going to see me at home with my foster, Barry, and, you know, just kind of like a little selfie action. It's going to be a lot shorter than that. But yeah, so, you know, 3TV is also taking precautions and not letting, you know, outside visitors in right now just to keep their staff as healthy as possible. But they're still continuing to support us in every way that they can.
Kelsey, we definitely would love to come out there and do a remote periodically to highlight some of the pets that you have that are up for adoption, and to have you back on as well periodically to maybe do like a Pet of the Week segment or a Pet of the Month segment. I don't know. We can figure it out as we go, just based on what your population is like out there.
That would be absolutely fantastic. You know, we always are in need. We always have stories. You know, just a few weeks ago, we just had a poodle that was brought into us that had 6 metallic objects in its face, you know, so it's clearly an abuse case. But he is thriving now and will be put up for adoption once we open our adoptions back up. So thank you guys so much. I would love to explore that option with you guys and be able to do that once, you know, all of this craziness kind of goes away and once we know that it's safe to do.
Hey, we're doing it right now, Kelsey. And it's because of you that a lot of these critters are able to have safe homes and be rehabilitated and get healthy if they were in a horrible abusing situation like that. So thanks again, Kelsey Dickerson, for joining us this morning from the HUmane Society. When we come back here after the break, we're going to be joined by West Valley Prep's Richard Smith. He covers high school and college sports out in the West Valley. Stay tuned here on the JV Sports Show. We'll be right back for our final segment.
New afternoon drive show coming at you Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. It's No Bull with Crispin and Simone right here on KDUS AM 1060.
What's up, everybody? This is Rick from Dead Swarm in Mesa, Arizona. You are listening to James and Vince on the JV Sports Show. Go team!
Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company 2 years ago with their customers' clothing styles in mind. They designed for you. Their goal is to clothe the world. It's high-end clothing at affordable prices. Check out and follow this cool streetwear clothing company on Twitter at Stessa Movement and Instagram at Stessa Co. I wear Stessa gear in our broadcasts. It looks and feels great. Sponsoring the Stessa JV Sports Show Player of the Week Award and proud partners of the JV Sports Show. Stessa Movement Company. Stessa spelled S-T-E-S-A for style. Hey, all you business owners, Vince here from the JV Sports Show. Are you a fan of junior college and small college sports? Want to reach an established and growing sports radio listening audience both locally and abroad? Partner up with the JV Sports Show. We can help promote your business while you help support exclusive coverage of junior college, NAIA, NCAA Division II and III sports. Check us out at www.jvsportshow.com and let us show you the benefits of partnering up with James and I on the JV Sports Show. Sal's is synonymous with the best New York-style pizza hands down in the East Valley. My favorites are the lasagna pizza and grandma pizza topped with meatballs and olives. With family dinner specials every day of the year and lunch specials till 3, you can't go wrong with anything that Sal and his friendly staff serves you. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, located on the southwest corner of Gilbert Road and Warner in Gilbert. Open from 10:30 till 9 Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Closed Monday. GilbertPizzaAZ.com. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, proud partner of the JV Sports Show.
Easy Sports Talk with former NFL and MLB player Ed Smith and co-host Javon Adams airs Saturday mornings 10 to noon on KDUS AM 1060.
Richard, you mean? Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. Vince and James and Vince here. Coming up in the final segment here of our show, I just wanted to take a moment. This week was a kind of a rough week, in particular yesterday. Thursday. Lost a very good friend North High School athletic director Ray Pino passed away suddenly. Not related to anything going on out there. It was just sudden, and he was a great guy. We served together on the Phoenix Union Sports Hall of Fame committee. It was all about the kids. He was a strong family man, a great teacher, educator, and administrator, athletic director, Ray Pino. A few weeks ago, we had North High School head football coach Mark Mejia, and we were kind of razzing Ray a little bit, and it took everything in stride. Was a great guy, but we lost him suddenly on Thursday, and rest in peace, Ray.
Indeed, rest in peace, Ray. I had the pleasure of meeting him when we did the Phoenix Union Sports Hall of Fame banquet back in the fall, and very sad to hear that. I just learned of that just now, Vince, during the break.
Yeah, it was sad, but it was a good friend. So. Anyway, the show must go on. So joining us on the air here is West Valley High School sports reporter, Richard Smith. Richard.
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
Good. Just woke up 20 minutes ago.
I know.
Hey, living that good life.
A couple of weeks ago, I asked him, I said, after Mark Smith, the Liberty High School head football coach, had announced his departure, moving back to the state of Washington. I said to Richard, Richard, do you want to come on air with us? He said, yeah, you got to call me 5 minutes before so I can wake up. And say, dude, we're going to have you on the last segment of our show, and our show is from 9 to 10. What time do you go to bed at night, for God's sakes?
I'm used to the reporter
I wish I had
hours,
your life.
so.
Oh, man.
Well, let's be honest, Richard, though, aside from this stuff going on right now, how many times would you be able to sleep until 9 a.m. or after on a Saturday
this
morning?
This is normal for him.
Not normal.
No.
Yeah, it depends on what's playing that day, and it depends on if there was a football game that night. But before,
or the night before, exactly.
You keep odd hours in this job.
Yeah. So what's going on out there? What's going on in the West Valley?
It's been a lot of kind of reflection, wrap up of the winter season. We just had the best season of basketball I can remember in the last 15 years in the West Valley. Just put together the All West Valley Prep boys basketball team, and there were a lot of tough decisions there because between Ironwood, Millennium, Peoria, a lot of the best players and teams in the state were out this way this year.
With regard to coach, I mean, that was a big hit with Mark Smith leaving Liberty High School, a head football coach, after an amazing state championship win. Who's going to step in there?
The name that most people have thought, and obviously I think it's a situation where it would have been decided by now, except for everything that's going on, more important decisions to be made. Colin Thomas is the name that most people expect to take over. He was the offensive coordinator. He actually came in the summer after Mark Smith was named head coach. After coaching, Colin had coached in Delaware for years, and you've seen the Lions offense really take off in the last 3 seasons, and he seems to be the one that they would like, that they were grooming for that spot.
I think Vince is drawing up a play right now, Richard.
No, I'm taking some notes.
Everyone is.
Because I know that
you check on Twitter.
Run the power, Vince.
Yeah,
secrets.
No, I know that James had a real good look at that Liberty offense.
I knew that was coming, boy. I
don't know, Richard, if you knew this or not, but James is the broadcaster for Red Mountain, so anytime I can kind of chat his hide a little bit, I'll go after him.
Thanks, Vince. Hey, we'll keep waiting for Camelback to get in that game one day. One day, we'll be out there. It'll eventually happen. It might be my kids watching it, but that's okay.
Hey, they got more state championships than Red Mountain.
Oh,
yes. Anyway. All right. So, and what else is going on out there, Richard? Give us, a little bit more on just the overall kind of vibe in the West Valley with other sports and what else you've been hearing.
Well, it's difficult. the other team in the West Valley that has a new football coach is Paradise Honors, and I'm going to be checking up with them this next week. It's actually going to be their third coach in 3 seasons, although Coach Goodlow was on the staff last year. So
working under Chad Talley, right, who departed over to Copper Canyon, who
went
we
back
had
to
on
Copper
a few weeks
Canyon.
ago. What with the when do you see this whole scheduling with the AIA being resolved with getting all that done?
I would have to say within I checked in with them. They're it's kind of in a holding pattern, but I would think this next week is going to be crucial to seeing what direction they go. And I've talked to David Hines about it, and I think we're getting to the point where everything's on the table as long as the school year just isn't ended and the online instruction takes place for the rest of the year. So you could see things like, fanless games, almost an extended playoff replacing the regular season. I think all the options are up, but it's going to come within a week or two. I think the decision to play or not to play is going to have to be made, because we're getting to a point where they couldn't start back up again with practices and even a couple of warm-up games. So I would say it's going to – April 10th is the cutoff point right now, but for schools. But I think this next week we're going to have more concrete answer whether the spring season is going to be canceled or not.
Now, Richard, let's get down to the nuts and bolts of some things that guys have had to really reacquaint themselves with over the last week or so, and that's the honey-do list. What have you gotten done on that honey-do list with all your free time now with sports? Let's face it, being essentially canceled.
Yeah, obviously nothing before 10 a.m.
Well, not too early now. Not too early.
No, it's mostly, picking up medications, a lot of extra trash duty, figuring out how to clean credit cards and all kinds of things on every interaction. So it's a completely new set of rules that we're all living by, and it's pretty odd. But moved the TV over from house to house, all that kind of stuff.
Now, are you kind of self-quarantining, Richard, or are you still kind of going and getting takeout and all that kind of thing and living the dream until they shut this whole thing down?
I'm mostly quarantining. I will, on days where I need a coffee, I will allow myself to go through a drive-through on that. But no, I'm pretty much, and I'm working from home, and my wife is too. She's she's an occupational therapy assistant in the Peoria district, so they're kind of figuring all this stuff out on the fly too. But yeah, we've been pretty much bunkered down.
Well, thank you very much for joining us here this morning, Richard, on the JV Sports Show. We visited with Richard Smith from West Valley Preps. He covers high school and college sports out in the West Valley. Richard, hang in there, stay safe, stay home as much as you can, and we'll look forward to catching up with you again in the very near future, and maybe we'll have possibly a little bit more sports to talk about before we hit summertime, or maybe we'll just take this thing into the fall.
Yeah, let's hope. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Richard.
So that's just about does it here in another show.
Best show ever, Vince.
Yeah, best show ever. James, I did want to give a shout out. We throughout this whole year, there have been some growing pains for us, and we've really, we've worked to get put a good product out there to folks, to share our story, to share other people's stories. But one guy that has been a big help to us, into this venture into radio for us, has been our producer, Mitch Hughes. And this is Mitch's last show as a producer. He's going to be moving, got a job, and he'll be moving out of state. So Mitch, through thick and thin, and it's been bumpy along the way, but I wanted to take a moment and thank you and let you know how appreciative we are of you kind of bringing us along and helping us in this journey.
Thank you. It's definitely been fun. That's for sure.
And where can people keep up with you, Mitch? I know you're still probably going to keep up with going with the sports Mitch and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll be still covering Suns and Cardinals, ASU, all that stuff from South Dakota. But they can follow me on Twitter at @thesportsmitch1, or they can read my articles at www.thesportsmitch.com.
Well, thanks again, Mitch, for all your support, and we really appreciate your help here in the infancy of the JV Sports Show, if you will.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe we'll do a road show from South Dakota. He's going to be working at Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
hey, that's
really
not too far from Crete, Nebraska, is it?
Again, that was what I did when I first worked in radio, and I just need to get out of the house again, that's for sure.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thanks again, Mitch. We appreciate it. And, great guy, great producer, and was tasked with the job of babysitting us.
Yeah.
So, thanks again.
That can't be easy.
And thank you to all of our show partners, to our listeners. Who should we thank, James? There's so many.
We got to thank our sponsors: Buffalo Wild Wings, Vets Built Contracting, Angel Dentistry. So many great sponsors: Sal's Gilbert Pizza. Stetson Movement Company. You got the shirt on, I see today. Fantastic.
Yes. Ron Sowers, Training Better Athletes, who's still at it. Coach Sowers, the best offensive, defensive line coach out there. Thank you to our guests today. We had joined by Gus Farwell, former ASU quarterback, live from Barcelona, Spain, who's now an opera singer. OUAZ women's basketball coach Stephen Moss.
And then we had Kelsey Dickerson on from the Arizona Humane Society. And then we were joined as well by Richard Smith from West Valley Preps. A great show, Vince. We pulled it off from home. Hopefully it sounded good. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. And furthermore, we hope you tune in next week. We're starting on year 2 now, my friend.
Yes, sir. Happy anniversary. Thanks for this
Happy anniversary
ride, and let's continue it moving forward.
Let's do it. Everyone have a great week. Stay safe. Be nice to each other. Take care of your folks. Take care of everyone that you love. Check on people that you might not have talked to in a little while. And this is a great time to reconnect with folks.
Yep. Hi, Mom, and take care of your pets, too.
We love you guys. Take care. We'll see you next week.
Too many romantic dreams, open lights falling off the silver screen. My heart's like an open book for the whole
KTUS
world
AM
to
1060
read.
Tempe Phoenix. KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix is home for the Dan Patrick Show.
As a national family of public charter schools, imagine public charter schools, imagine public charter schools, imagine